Mindful Minutes presents a chair yoga practice featuring guest instructor Candace of Divine Breath Yoga.
This chair yoga practice is appropriate for any age, any body, any ability. It's great for office workers, it's great for travelers, seniors, pregnancy. Listen to your body. If you have any questions or concerns, check with your doctor. All right, hi there. So I'm Candace, and I'm here to just be your yoga tour guide today to give you some idea first on ways to rest and restore your body. Listen to your body though. If a movement is not appropriate for you, it's not one for you to do today. So make a modification, go back to just breathing. As long as you're breathing, you're doing yoga. So as we begin our practice, the most important part is just finding our breath. So we're going to just relax in our chair. Find whatever comfortable rest you can. Then maybe you let your eyes softly close. Feel those shoulders relax down. And we start to call this nice deep breath to mind. Maybe you put your hand on your belly and a hand up on your heart. So as you breathe in, start to fill that belly. Feel your hands start to lift away as you fill that belly with air. Fill the air up into your ribs and all the way up to your heart. Then as you breathe out, start with the heart. Those ribs soften down. The belly softens. The belly button pulls out the last bit of air. Find that nice slow rhythm, the filling and emptying of your lungs. With your exhale, feel your body relax a little more. Let go of any stress, any busy thoughts. As you breathe in joy. Feel that joy fill your heart, your every being, and maybe it brings a little smile to your face. Next, breathe in some love. Feel that love build and strengthen inside of you, helping restore your body and re-energize yourself. And finally, breathe in peace. Find that peace, that calm that brings us balance. Helps bring peace into the world. So holding on to that peace, love, and joy, let's begin our practice with calling some gentle movements. Let's wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe scrunch up your eyes and your nose and softly open your eyes. Energize the rest of the body by bringing those feet underneath us. Now this is the firm foundation that we start whenever we're sitting. So find that strength with your feet, nice and strong, about hip distance apart. Feel the energy come into your legs. Feel that energy push back into your hips. And we can start by pushing back in the chair. Find your back that it wraps around nice and strong, feeling those stomach muscles strengthen and lift your ribs. And we feel like an invisible string is lifting us just a little bit taller. Then we relax those shoulders, give them a few big circles. We'll circle the other direction. And as you breathe in, shrug those shoulders up by your ears. And as you breathe out, wet noodle the arms to the side. Do it a couple of times. Breathing in, shrugging up. Breathing out, letting it go. Those arms nice and relaxed. We'll draw one elbow in. Make a stop sign with your hand. This is going to stretch the wrist. So as you breathe out, push on your fingertips. Maybe if you want a little more stretch, push the meat of your hand forward. And then just breathe. Shake and relax that side out. Again, with a nice relaxed shoulder, we draw the elbow in. Stop side hand. As you breathe out, pull the fingertips gently. As you breathe and relax, maybe you exhale and push that bottom part of your hand forward. Shake and relax that out. Let's loosen up the shoulders. Kind of an I Dream of Jeannie arm. Relax the shoulders down. As you breathe out, draw the arm across to one side. Breathe into the center, exhaling to the other side. On this side, give a nice big breath out, hold. Relax that arm down. Maybe you change your grip and you scoop from underneath. A little hug in as you breathe out. A little wiggle to the fingers, relax that shoulder. Give a nice big circle to this wrist. And circle the other direction. Relax this side out. Can we make the I Dream of Jeannie arms? Nice relaxed arms. As you breathe out, we'll hold to this other side. And give it a few movements again, maybe a little shake of the shoulder. Maybe change that grip, and as you breathe out, squeeze that arm in. Wiggle the fingertips, relax the shoulder. Breathe here. We'll start to circle the wrist nice and slow. And the other direction. And we'll relax this out. Let's give some nice pinch of the shoulder blades back behind you, drawing the arms back into a strong cactus arm. Feel that stomach lift you up nice and tall. Feel the energy out through your fingertips. Always listen to your shoulders. Maybe this is where you stay, but maybe you raise them up more like football arms. Make a strong goal post. Maybe you reach up all the way into a nice big wide Y. Feel that energy out through your fingertips. And like you're holding a beach ball, pinch it above your head. Nice strong arms, relax the shoulders down. Bring the hands to the heart. Lower it back down. Take a nice big breath in, relax the shoulders. We're going to send those hands out in front of us, do some yoga for our mind. Look at the front fingers. Stay focused on the fingers in the middle. And as you slowly let one hand leave your field of vision, stay focused on that front finger. And keep that focus on the center, let the other hand drift away. And bring those hands back to your heart. Take a nice big breath in and let it out. Keeping that nice strong foundation in your feet, maybe we'll inch forward on that chair, getting rid of the backrest, letting that core work a little bit harder. Find that strong foundation in the feet and ankles, finding that energy up through your legs into the hip. This time the stomach has to squeeze that back in, that invisible string lifting you nice and tall. Those shoulders relaxed back. Maybe a little grapefruit tucks underneath your chin. Nice strong breath, taking that breath in, filling that belly up, filling the ribs up to the heart. And as you let it go from the heart, letting that belly soften, the belly button pull out the last bit of air. Going to come into a cat-cow movement, letting the hands rest on the knee. This gives you your leverage. As you breathe out, feel like someone's punching you in the belly, letting the belly curve back, the shoulders roll forward, the head drop down. And as you breathe in, let the belly rock forward, filling up with air. Maybe your gaze comes up to the ceiling. Breathing out, rounding that back. Breathing in, filling up. Give a little more range of motion to the back by taking a little wider stance. Again, feel those legs nice and strong, like you're getting ready to stand up out of your chair. It gives lots of energy through your legs, and that core holds your stomach nice and strong. I'm going to pull those elbows in for strength. Feel like that grapefruit is under your chin, that stomach pulling in to protect your back. Coming into a forward lean. Keep your gaze toward the front to start here. Feel that energy as you pull your stomach nice and strong. Take a few deep breaths. If you know you don't want to go upside down, hang out right here or come back and do that cat-cow movement. With those elbows drawing in, let that heart lower a little more. As the shoulders start to come forward, you can let them round, the head drop down. Give a nice big breath out as you relax. Cave a little more, letting that belly rest in your lap. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. You feel nice and strong here, maybe you let those hands slide down. Let them just wet noodle toward the ground. Relaxing everything, leaning forward. Now we take our time as we transition back up, bringing the hands to the knees, those elbows drawing in. Just a slight look forward to start. Feel that stomach pull in nice and strong, rounding your back. Coming back up to a seated position. Take that nice big breath in. Those shoulders relax. We're going to add some movement. This is great for when you're sitting in the car or an office chair, but to do some big back circles. Again, those feet are strength. Those elbows help give us extra balance. Give a little push to the knees, letting your heart come over one knee. Give a big exhale. Relax down onto the lap. Use those elbows for balance and strength, coming to the center. Giving a nice slow lean to the other side as you exhale, lower down on the lap. Feel that strength as you draw back, cat arch towards the back. Take it at a pace that's right for you. If you feel a muscle that's tight, hang out in that section. Give a big breath out before you keep the movement going. We'll start to just circle at a pace that's right for you, listening to your body when it needs to pause and stretch. And when you're ready, we'll change direction of that circle. Really let that heart start to dip as heavy and as low as you're able. We'll come back up. Give yourself a break, sitting back in the chair. Feel those shoulders round back behind you. Pinch a beach ball behind you. Really feel that energy. Your fingers reaching back behind you, pinching an invisible ball. Take a few deep breaths. Let those arms come back to the side. Bring the hands to the hips. If you've had enough of a break, scoot back forward. Find that strength of the stomach holding you in, the shoulders rounded back. You're going to start to lean from side to side, so those feet being nice and balanced. Give that breath in, feel that high lift as you breathe out, push to one side. Maybe you look up to the ceiling. As you breathe, come back up. Breathing out, pressing on the other side. Finding a nice slow rhythm and balance as you breathe out, pushing and leaning. Inhaling, coming back up. Now, yoga is a practice that you can build, so maybe if you feel nice and balanced here, you reach an arm overhead. You alternate from side to side. Or maybe if that overhand reach isn't appropriate, maybe you lean, but you drop the hand down towards the floor. The important part is to get those sides moving, so listen to your body if you add a reach on top, or a hand dropping down to the side, or if you keep the hands just on the hips. As we come back to center, we're going to come into a twist, and the most important part of a twist is to have a nice, straight, long back. So find that strength in your feet, that stomach drawing in, that string lifting you up nice and tall. This hand comes to the side of your chair to help give you lift and length. The opposite hand is going to give you leverage. You can use that to press on your knee. Now to twist, feel that zip up first. Feel nice and strong. As you breathe out, move from the belly, letting the ribs turn. Then the shoulder, head, and neck, turning and looking behind you. Now sometimes that twist needs to untwist as you breathe in. As you breathe out, maybe you reach towards the back of your chair, giving a little more leverage on your knee. Then just breathe. Untwist from this side. Feel that nice tall posture, that zip up through the center. This hand comes to the other side for length. Opposite hand comes to the knee. Feel yourself zip up nice and tall. As you breathe out, we'll start the movement again from the belly, the ribs, the shoulder, head, and neck. Again, maybe as you breathe in, you release, and as you breathe out, you reach a little further back. As you twist, make sure you breathe. Nice deep breath. As we come back to center, let's give a little sweep of the arms from side to side. Let your tailbone slide to the front of the chair. The shoulder blades wrap onto the back of the chair. Let your elbows squeeze in for strength. Let's wake up those ankles. Nice big ankle circles. Spread out the toes, scrunch up the toes. Circle the other direction. Give a point and flex. Really kick through your heel. Let this foot come down, shake that leg out. Warm up the other ankle. Nice big circles, spreading out the toes, pointing them together. Circle the other direction. And point and flex. As you flex, kick through that heel. Lots of strength on the back of your leg. Let that foot come down. Give it a little shake out. Now feel that stomach draw in. Feel that strength as you wrap back those shoulders, pulling in the elbows. March your legs. As you breathe in, give a nice squeeze in. Feeling that pinch building in your hip as you draw the leg up a little further each time. Feel that stomach pull in, gives you strength and balance. And maybe you keep with these single leg marches, or maybe you give a little hop. Then go back to one leg at a time. When you do that hop, be careful to breathe. Maybe it lifts a little higher. Small hop, big hop. You feel those stomach muscles work. Come back, transition to standing. As you turn, find that balance. As you come back up, we'll come to the back of the chair. Our feet are an important part to warm up. A little wiggle from side to side. Find that balance through your stomach, pressing onto the back of the chair with your hands. Again, find that balance, maybe a focal point in front of you. Shift your weight into the toes and back to the heels. Maybe as you build that balance, you come and lift on the tippy toes. As you rock back on the heels, you lift the toes. Find that strength in both legs, not your favorite standing leg. Your feet might be close together or further apart. Find where you're balanced. Find that nice strength from your toes, the legs engage, the kneecap maybe lifts, the tailbone tips under. Feel that stomach lift up nice and strong, lifting your ribs. Roll the shoulders back. Feel that crown lift up nice and tall, that grapefruit under the chin. Maybe your hands flip to the front of the room, maybe they keep holding on to the chair. Find that breath, that balance here in our mountain pose. Take that mountain, reach out to the side in a nice big T. Feel those shoulder blades pinch back behind you. Maybe turn them into cactus arms. Feel that stomach hold you nice and strong. Again, you can always sneak a hand down to the chair if you need, reaching them up into goalposts. Maybe that nice big Y. Reaching for the beach ball. Maybe you look up at the beach ball. Press those hands together, bring them back down. We're going to give a stretch to the back in a chair-supported downward dog. So when we come into downward dog with the support of a chair, find your arms nice and strong on the back of your chair. Feel like you're giving it CPR. And then you slowly walk your way back. Keep your gaze towards the front of the chair. Feel like someone's lifting you from your hips. As your legs come back as far as they're going to go, feel that tip of the tailbone. Maybe your gaze comes back to the back part of the chair or towards the floor. Slowly let that head drop down between the arms. Maybe you look back towards your ankles. And to transition up, look towards the back of the chair again. Look up towards your hands and walk your way back up nice and slow. Give it a nice big wiggle from side to side. Come back and find that stillness. If you ever start to feel dizzy, a hand on the top of the head. Take that nice big breath in. Going to come into tree pose. Now the most important part of tree is just finding balance on one standing leg. So we start finding the mountain pose balance, then just shift the weight to one side. Now this may be your tree right here, just shifting your weight, standing on one foot. Maybe you grow some branches from here. But if you'd like to add more to your feet, tipping a toe out to the side, or drawing in the toe, pressing the heel into the ankle, feel yourself draw up nice and tall through your tree trunk. This may be where your tree stays. Maybe you play with growing branches with one arm or both arms. Maybe they turn into cactuses. Maybe there's some nice tall branches. Maybe your branches wave in the wind. Find a few more breaths in balance. Maybe with that focus point, you draw the leg up and press it into the calf. Keep it off the knee. You can always lift it above the knee into your thigh. The most important part is finding that standing leg zipping up through your center. Let's bring those hands back down. Finding that balance with both legs. Give it a shake out. Rebuilding with that mountain pose. Find the strength of both feet. Find that tall, zipped up feeling, that tailbone under, the ribs lifting you up, the shoulders relaxed, that head lifted nice and tall, shifting the weight to the other standing foot. Find that breath, that balance, maybe a focus point in front of you. Maybe this is where your tree is at and you start growing branches. But maybe you'd like to add more to the feet, tapping the toe out, drawing the heel to the ankle. Feel that nice strong zip as they press together. Maybe this side feels strong and you lift the foot into the calf. Maybe you lift it above your knee. Playing with your branches again, they can be off to the side. You can grow cactus arms. Maybe you come a little bit higher. Maybe your branches wave in the wind. Find that breath, that balance. Feel that zip up nice and tall. And bring those arms back down. Find that balance. Relax it out. Give some big hula hoop circles. And the other direction. Take just a little wider stance. Maybe your toes come out to the side. Going to go and ride a horse. So you let the knees press out just a little bit. Your hands balance on that chair. Your tailbone drops lower. The stomach comes in. The shoulder blades roll back. You can keep holding on to the chair. Maybe you let one hand come to the side. Maybe you let both hands come to the side. Back up. Listen to your knees that you don't go too far. Maybe you let your heart lean over the back of the chair. Your tailbone come back a little more. Slowly coming back up. Maybe as you lower down, feel that strength of your stomach pulling in. Maybe you come onto one tippy toe. Maybe you lift to the other tippy toe. Maybe you're feeling nice and strong. That zip lifts you and you lift onto both toes. Find that breath, that balance. We let it come back down. Shake those legs out. Little wide knees. Give a final stretch to the back by bringing those legs back together. Now listen to your knees and back. If you've been dizzy before, don't come into this forward bend, but we slide our hands on the side of that chair like someone's holding us from the hips to hold us strong. Pulling those elbows in for strength, let the hands slide down a little more. Maybe the belly comes to rest on the back of the chair. Maybe the hands come onto the seat of the chair. Letting the head drop down as it feels able. Maybe give a shake from side to side. Slide the hands back up to the side of the chair. Pull the elbows in, bend the knees, roll back up. We'll come back down to sit down in the chair. Give one last stretch to our shoulders. Reach out nice and wide. If you're practicing with someone else, extra points if you tickle them. Bring your arms, give yourself a huge hug. Wrap those arms nice and tight, walking the fingers out to the shoulder blades. Give a nice big squeeze. Rock the shoulders, circle the shoulders. Play with that movement. As the tension releases, maybe you walk the fingers back a little more. This turns into our eagle arms. You can keep it right here, just hugging as you like. But maybe squeeze those elbows together. Make your arms come into an X shape. Feel like you're pushing that beach ball in between. Maybe this is where your eagle's at, and you play with just lifting and lowering your feather. Maybe the backs of your arms come a little closer together, squeezing a smaller tennis ball invisibly between those arms. Maybe you lift that feather there. Maybe the backs of the hands come together, and you play with that movement. Maybe you get just a little extra twist and you come palm to palm. Again, you can play with lifting and lowering, circling the shoulders, feeling that stretch through the shoulder blades. Find that nice big breath. Take note of what arm is on top. I'm going to release this out. Give it a nice sway from side to side. Reach out nice and big. I love you. Huge arms, big stretch, pinching the shoulders. And we'll cross, give that hug to the other arm on top. Walking the fingers back around the shoulder blades. Getting a nice big squeeze. Circling the shoulders. Maybe circle the other direction. Walking the fingertips back as it's not quite as tense. That nice big squeeze, feeling that stretch in your shoulder blades. Now maybe this is where your eagle stays on this side, or maybe you'd like to squeeze those elbows together. Rotate up, feel that X. Feel like there's a big beach ball pushing the backs of your hands onto the beach ball. Maybe play with raising and lowering your eagle arms. But maybe the backs of the hands come a little closer together, pushing on an invisible tennis ball. Again, you can play with raising, lowering that eagle feather. Maybe the backs of the hands come together. Squeeze the elbows, pushing the backs of the hands. Or maybe that twist comes around, reaching palm to palm, playing with that eagle feather. Can you release it out? Give a nice sway from side to side. Big shrug of the shoulders up. As you breathe out, spaghetti arms, release them to the side. So find your knees nice and strong, a little wiggle from side to side. Maybe you give a little cat arch and fill up. And then ease your way back into the chair, relaxing down, letting your shoulders relax. Gonna give a little tilt to the head to one side. Letting that ear drop to the shoulder, relaxing, stretching. And bringing it back up. Have a slow exhale, let the ear drop to the other side. Slowly letting it relax on this side. Maybe let the chin roll to the front. Drop heavy like you're falling asleep. Feel those shoulders relax. As you let your head come back, feel that stomach draw in, supporting you in your chair. Maybe you kick your feet forward and just let your legs relax. Those shoulders relax down. Maybe your hands stay on your lap. Maybe they feel grounded, pressing down. Maybe you put your hand on your belly and a hand on your heart. Reconnect with that nice big breath, filling the belly with as much air as you can. And that expands your ribs up, feeling the heart even raise up. As you breathe out, start at the heart. Feel those ribs soften, the belly deflate, the belly button pull out the last bit of air. With each exhale, feeling your body soften a little more. Breathing in that joy. The joy that you took time to care for and restore your body. Joy that you can share with others. Even just a slight smile. Feel that love. That love just burn inside you, coming out to share with the world. And that peace, that restoration, that kindness that builds in you. This practice doesn't end here, it goes with us. This mindful breath, mindful movement. It's a practice we can take anytime, anywhere. So we'll start to wiggle those fingers and toes, bring the feet back underneath us. Find that nice strong posture one more time. And just like in a martial arts studio, people in yoga bow to each other to give thanks. So I'm so thankful that you joined us for this mindful minute, to take time to care for and restore your body, to find time for rest and restoration. So thank you for coming. Peace be with you, friends. Namaste.
Thank you for watching. Namaste.